Greetings, fellow living organisms. I am the grey alien that Von took a shot at, and we have a new rage from Von. Okay, it's the same old stuff, but still, it's a new rage from Von. Now, it comes from J-Dub's Odyssey channel, and I've cut a load out because they talk about stuff that we weren't supposed to talk about on YouTube. And also, I've cut down some of the rage because Von, shock horror, repeats himself again and again and again. Enjoy.
Yeah, the YouTube trolls say that I don't have a right to Jerry's money and that it belongs to the government. And so what I'm going to do, well, of course not. I'm his dad. Of course I am in control of his money till he turns 18. But since the trolls are so quick to want to give the government back money that they gave to me to use for my son, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out if there's any trolls receiving any type of government grant, any type of, like, say, tuition for college, anything of that nature, and I'm gonna call them up and I'm going to have it removed.
You understand these people live off of the government, right? They sit in their mother's basement collecting welfare all day.
Well, since they thought it was cute to have Clay County illegally seize my boy's money, I'm going to literally go around for every one of these fucking trolls, because I have a lot of their docs, I have a lot of their real names and shit, real addresses, and I'm just going to go around, and if they've got a tuition, if they've got any kind of government assistance, if they got anything government related, I'm just going to call up the government and say, hey man, that shit's fraudulent, have it removed. Because apparently, these trolls want to play hardball, so I'm going to play hardball back. So if you've got a kid going through college right now,
knock a couple of these guys out, man, that'd be great.
So if you've got a kid going through college right now, guess what? Tuition's going to go by.
Better not be a fucking troll. So any of you out there, if you know someone, you have a parent, any parents out here hearing what their kids are watching, they see their kids fucking harassing Von, I would watch out if I was you.
I heard a puppy getting hurt. Had to go investigate. Anyways, but yeah, man. I mean, fair is fair, right? I mean, they've had my boys' money.
You're not fucking teasing me, man. I hope you're not fucking
listen to me. Listen to me. They've had my boys' money shut off now for 3 fucking years. 3 years, my boy's money has been shut off, and I called Corbin up on the phone personally. I said, "Hey, man. What's the deal with the boy's money being shut off? I mean, he ain't being adopted out yet. He's still my son. He's still, can I use that money to pay bills?" They said, absolutely, you can use that money to pay bills. Okay, so all this time I could have been using Jerry's money to pay my bills and to keep my head above water. And these fucking trolls have convinced Clay County to take my money illegally. There was no legitimate reason to stop me from using Jerry's money to pay the bills. None. Corbin told me to my face.
You know that.
All right, so I figure turnabout's fair play. If they've got kids going to college, if they've got any kind of government grant, if they've got any kind, I'm just gonna start calling.
These people don't have kids. They couldn't get laid in the morgue if the corpses were fucking over the tables, man.
Well, if they have any type,
losers, man.
I'm going to thoroughly
welfare check, their food stamps cut off or something.
I'm going to thoroughly investigate every one of these. What the fuck? What's the matter with these fucking?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Midnight's mad.
I don't know what all the problem is, but anyway.
Hopefully these trolls are dropping that soon from all the shit they got.
But no, I mean, my boy's money now has been shut off for 3 fucking years. My daughter confirmed it. I said, honey, you've been gone for 2 years. She corrected me. She said, no, Daddy, I've been gone for 3 years. I was 9 years old when they illegally removed me from the home.
Did your daughter actually say illegally removed me?
Well, they didn't. The kids didn't, but I say that because it was illegal. Unless you really believe that potty training. Potty training a puppy is potty training a puppy.
Vaughn, does the kids understand that they're illegally taken?
They understand that they have been illegal. Yes, the kids are old enough to understand that they have been illegally detained for 3 years. Yes.
So I don't
Yes, they
understand
are.
why the kids can't just say to the judge, "Hey, we're illegally
They
kidnapped.
can,
We
but
wanna
the
go
judge
home."
ain't going to do shit because the judge is listening to a bunch of fucking terrorists on goddamn YouTube and listening to the fucking pros. That's why. So I'm going to have to appeal to a higher court. I guess that's.
Man,
I
you
get.
just have to get involved, man. You say you want the gods to deal with it. I think you got to step up and fucking start banging some fucking heads
I
together.
try, dude. I've tried to do some things before, and they fell flat on my face, and wasn't able to do.
You
shit.
think the gods
So
are doing that on purpose? The gods want to take care of it?
they want to handle it. Yeah, they want to handle it. They don't want me to handle it. I'm going to have to do something because I can't let them adopt my kids out because see, adoption is irreversible. You can't reverse an adoption. Once it's done, it's done. And I swear to the gods, if anything happens to my kids and they get adopted out or they get killed by or the fucking Clay County will wish to God they were never born because I'll sue every one of these motherfuckers into the ground. I will sue them for billions of dollars, not thousands, not millions, billions. I mean, how much is a life worth? How much is a child's life worth? And do you realize that my children's entire fucking childhood has been destroyed because of a bunch of fuckwads on the goddamn YouTube? Hey, YouTube, you motherfuckers. Letting this shit go on for 15 goddamn years. You don't think there's a reckoning day coming with that shit, YouTube? Fuck yeah, there is.
I think
YouTube's just as culpable. YouTube allowed this shit to escalate out of control. YouTube could have stopped this shit 15 fucking years ago by simply enforcing their terms of service. But they refused to do so, didn't you, YouTube? Fuck yeah, you did. So YouTube is very culpable in this. Very culpable. They are very culpable. But yeah, man, I mean, this is bullshit. My kids never got to have a fucking childhood because of these fuckwads on the internet. How would you like it if somebody come and snatched you away every fucking time they felt like it? You fucking trolls. So that you didn't get to have a childhood. They've destroyed Andrew. Look, they've destroyed Andrew's life.
You don't understand. These trolls don't have a life. They don't have a childhood. That's the way they are. That's the way they are, Vaughn. They are the way they are because they're fucking human trash.
Well, they
are fucking human trash. They don't know what love is. They don't know what love is. They don't know what it means to have a father that loves them like you love your kids. They don't understand it. You think SO Secular Opinion has a fucking mother and father that loves him? Come on, Vaughn. You know that. You know that well damn as well as I do. They don't fucking get love. They don't have a wife. They don't have kids. They don't have families. Just ain't going to take their kids away. They couldn't get laid in a morgue. The corpses were fucking near the tables. They don't know what it is to make love and to have fucking family and kids, man.
No, that's true. That's true.
The only way you can hurt them if you take away their fucking internet or or the fucking gods kill them or something. That's the only way they're going to understand. They're burning in hell. Yeah. You know?
Well, they need to understand that they either deal with me or they deal with the gods, but one way or the other they're going to get paid for because this shit is unforgivable. My kids literally have not had a childhood because of these fucking YouTube trolls. Andrea's life is completely destroyed forever because of these fucking YouTube trolls. 5 mental conditions. Let that sink in, folks. You folks that are sitting on the fence, you folks that don't know what I'm talking about. My wife has 5 mental conditions because a bunch of fuckwads on YouTube thought it'd be cute to fucking send CPS out here every day harassing the fuck out of my wife. And so one day she was going through postpartum depression and she just fucking snapped and lost her fucking mind. She had to be institutionalized down in Middlesboro, Kentucky in a women's shelter for the criminally insane. The trolls on YouTube and the Frosts did that to my wife.
They have blood on their hands. You know that.
And YouTube should be held accountable for allowing it to happen. Because YouTube, like I said, YouTube could simply have enforced their terms of service, and this would have been stopped a long time ago. YouTube has laws on the books against harassing people, but YouTube won't enforce their terms of service when it comes to these clowns. Why? I do not know, but we're going to find out. Because
I bet there's people in high places in YouTube that love it. They love the fucking.
I guarantee you YouTube will be held accountable for what's happened to Andrea and my children and myself. I guarantee
I
it.
hope you're right
Mark
on
it on
that.
your calendar.
I hope.
Mark it
I
on your
hope you're right,
calendar.
man.
I will hold YouTube accountable for what they've done to my family. Bet on it. Bet on it. This is unforgivable. There is no excuse for it. And why did the judge keep my kids for 3 years? Just because he fucking wanted to. I can't find any law in any document anywhere that justifies his keeping my kids for 3 years. And especially over something stupid like potty training a puppy. There's no excuse for it. So well, fine, surely the governor will step in there and remove that judge. Now the governor ain't going to do shit because he's a fucking Democrat. He ain't going to do shit for me. I'm a conservative and he's a Democrat, so he ain't going to do jack shit for me. The governor's been sitting on this information for years, and the governor ain't going to do shit. The attorney general, now we do have a new attorney general. I can reach out to this new attorney general and see if he'll actually do something, because he could do something. He could stop this shit. But yeah, this is fucking ridiculous. There is no reason to have detained my children illegally for 3 years, because it's an illegal detention. Okay. The only time, I've already showed this to, to everyone. The only time you're to remove children is if they're in imminent danger of death. Okay. Well, my children have never been on the verge of death, ever, never. Okay. So all 12 times that they were removed illegally. Okay. That's just the facts. And the fact is, 2 attorneys and a sitting judge has actually went into that courtroom and told Judge Harris, hey, these CPS workers are illegally removing these children. Judge Harris don't give a shit, apparently. He don't care. And now Judge Harris has illegally extorted $1,500 out of my stimulus check, which I believe is a violation of federal law. You know, normal tax returns, yes, you can take money out of it. But this last tax return we had wasn't a tax return. It was a stimulus check. And my understanding is that you can't remove money from a stimulus check for any reason. So Judge Harris may actually be in trouble with the feds over that shit. I'm going to find out. I will find out eventually. But yeah, this is fucking ridiculous. There is no sense in it. And YouTube could have stopped this shit 15 years ago by simply enforcing their terms of service. And they refuse to do so. These people have been harassing me for years on YouTube. YouTube could have stopped this shit anytime they wanted, but they chose not to. Oh, it's free speech. No, it's not. It's harassment. There's a difference between free speech and harassment. I can sit there and say, I hate John Gashilla because... and I'm justified in saying that. But when I fucking send CPS out to Gashilla's house and steal his kids, or I send the FBI out to question him at length, or I send the CIA out to double tap his fucking ass, that's not merely my opinion. That's not free speech or fair use. That is an action. That is a criminal act. Okay, I've committed a criminal act against him by doing that shit.
Vaughn, please don't send the CIA to my house to double tap me.
I will not.
Please.
I don't do that. I don't do that shit. But you see what I'm saying, okay? These people, because their big excuses. Oh, we're just calling Vaughn out on his bullshit. The fuck you are. You called CPS out to my goddamn house 15 fucking times to steal my goddamn kids. That's not calling me on my bullshit. You drove my poor wife insane by having CPS constantly coming out, pounding on a fucking door every other goddamn day. That's not calling me on my bullshit. That's not. That's harassment. In fact, it's terrorism. It is terrorism.
I thought these people care about women. They're going out and abusing women.
Dude, they don't give a fuck about Andrea. They've never, we care so much.
Right? They do it because they say you're hurting her and we love her. We care about her.
Yeah, they care about her so much. She's morbidly obese, full of infection. Her hair is falling out and her teeth have already fallen out. Yes, they care about her so good. Yeah. And 5 mental conditions. Yeah, let's not forget that. But they care about her so much, Holy shit, with people like that, I sure as hell don't want to know their enemies. Fuck. But yeah, they destroyed that young girl's life. She was going to go to college. The Manchester had opened up a University of Kentucky branch office right here in Manchester. She was so excited because she wouldn't have to drive all the way to Lexington to go to college. She was all excited about that shit. These people fucking ruined her life forever, destroyed her life forever. And the head of CPS here in Clay County literally gave her a nervous breakdown right in front of me while I'm watching. Literally gave her a nervous. No jail time, no reprimand, no relief of duty, nothing. Dr. Del Mundo comes in here, flat out lies, says my kids are failing to thrive, which is a medical term meaning they're going to die just any second. Total fucking lie. She was using an 8-pound baby chart for preemie babies, which is not only perjury, it's medical malpractice. She should have been run out on a rail. She should have been stripped of her doctorate and run out on a fucking rail back to Tennessee, where she fucking came from. But see, nobody fucking actually enforces law down here. Unless it's to their benefit, then they enforce the law. But yeah, man, that $1,500 they took out of my stimulus check, I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to do that. Normal tax returns, yes. But that last tax return was a stimulus check, and I don't believe they're allowed to remove money from it. So Judge Harris may be in trouble with the feds, whether he believes it or not.
I can't believe.
But I'm convinced that a lot of people down here think they're above the law. I had one social worker tell me that she was above the law. She told me that to my face. Well, we'll find out. We're going to find out, because all this shit's going to come to a head here pretty soon. And as soon as I get done throwing the Frosts in prison, and I throw these fucking trolls in prison, there might be some Clay County people getting thrown in prison too. We'll see. We'll see, because this is ridiculous. 3 years, my children have literally not had a childhood because of a bunch of fuckwads on YouTube. That is unforgivable. There is no forgiveness. No wonder the gods are killing these fuckers, because there's no forgiveness for that. You robbed a child of their childhood. You robbed them of their mother. Now you're trying to rob them of their father. You people are sick. You people are evil. You people are despicable, possibly even demonic.
You think?
And there is no sense in that shit. There is none.
You think so? Fucking yeah, man. I would say the demonic fucking for sure, man.
Yeah, there is no question. But yeah, my kids literally have not had a childhood, because every time we turn around, here's CPS to snatch them away and cart them off to parts unknown. It's 1,000 wonders my kids haven't caught and died. 1,000 wonders. It's just a miracle of the gods that they've not caught and died. And it's probably a good thing too, because my kids have caught and died because of these fuckwads on YouTube, that I would have paid some house calls. And I'd have dared anybody get in my way. But yeah, this is fucking ridiculous. There's no sense in this.
When was the last time you seen the kids, Vaughn?
Well, I see them every Friday via Skype or in person, but that's not the point. The point is that they're being kidnapped.
I'm just you're still seeing them. They're still letting you see them?
Yeah, they let me see them, but that's not the point. The point is they shouldn't have been taken in the first place. Potty training a puppy is not a crime in the goddamn state of motherfucking Kentucky. And I guess I'm going to have to sue the governor or something in order to get this shit resolved. Because I guarantee you, I'd put a $15 billion lawsuit on the governor's office. I guarantee he'll be down. He may even come down here personally to physically remove the judges from their benches in. Because, I mean, but this is ridiculous. This shit should not have lasted this fucking long. And like I said, YouTube's just as culpable. They could have stopped this shit by simply banning these fuckers 15 years ago when they started harassing me. And they didn't do it. And in fact, YouTube to this day still won't ban them they're harassing Trailer Park Elvis. They're harassing G-Man. They're harassing me. They're harassing Brett Keane. They're harassing you to an extent. YouTube's not doing anything. I thought, hey, YouTube, I thought there was a law against harassing people. What the fuck, man? These people are destroying people's lives in the real world, getting them fired from their jobs, getting CPS called to steal their kids, leaving fucking shitty comments to their wives on the other computer back there. Oh, we're just calling him out on his bullshit. No, you're not. You're committing criminal acts.
I'm sorry, Vaughn. I wish there was more I could do for you, man. If I could fucking, if I could hire a private detective, a private eye, or private lawyer, or someone that could, $1 million lawyer to come down there, man, I would. I would indeed, man.
like I said, it's all happening for a reason. I'm just not fully aware of the reasoning. But I tell you this much: every one of these, if I was a deity, every one of these fucking trolls would already be dead. They'd already be dead. I would have wiped them all out. I would have sent the death angel down, just wipe every one of these fucks out. They'd all be gone. That what they've done to my kids or anybody's kids. I mean, you know, even let's say these kids aren't even my kids. It doesn't matter whose kids they are. What they've literally stolen these children's childhoods. They've literally stole their childhood. They didn't get a chance to be a child because fucking CPS was showing up pounding on a fucking door to take them away every fucking 5 minutes. They never got to have a childhood. And you people deserve death. That's what you deserve. Actually, you deserve eternal punishment, but that's not my call to make. But for sure, you need to be under the sod for what you've done to these kids, what you've done to Andrea, what you've done to me. And now my mother killed in cold blood because we were going to go to federal court and testify against James Arnold Frost. Wait till that shoe drops. Wait till that shoe drops, boys and girls. That's going to be interesting. And like I said, my situation seems to be a microcosm of the country at large. But obviously, if nothing happens on August the 10th, then I'm bringing in the feds. And the feds will just start arresting people. They won't give a fuck. They'll just start arresting everybody, judges, lawyers. They'll just start arresting everybody. Because all I have to do is show the feds these fucking messages from these YouTube trolls where they paid off judges, paid off lawyers, paid off the psychologist even. I've got their comments all saved. And I just show these.
Wait a minute, the fucking YouTube trolls send you messages saying they paid off all these people?
Well, they're talking to themselves and talking to me, but some of them sent me emails, yeah. But the point is that I've got that all saved to disk. And all I got to do is show it to any federal agent. Because, see, a lot of these people they're not residents of the state of Kentucky. A lot of them aren't even fucking American. And I show that to the feds, and the feds are going to eat that up like candy. Oh, hey, look at this. We got something we can actually kick some ass on. So the feds will love that. The feds will eat it up like candy. They sure will.
I see, yeah.
Because these fucks had no right personally getting involved in someone's family. They had no right to do that. None, zero. There is no justification for what these trolls on YouTube have done to my family. None, zero. I don't have a phone right now or cable right now because of this bullshit.
I know you would tell me that.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm lucky to have internet.
Is Spectrum going to cut down the internet?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Okay.
We'll have to see. But one thing, like I said, I'm definitely going to do 3 years without Jerry's money, and I could have been paying the bills with that money all this time. So I'm going to contact the government agency, various government agencies, and I'm just going to give them the names of all these motherfuckers that have gotten any kind of government money. If you've gotten any kind of government money at all, I'm going to have it snatched, every bit of it. The roads are still shitty, but I did manage to get out to get some groceries. So, but the roads are, the road is trash. The road's destroyed. Oh, by the way, some Amish came out and actually picked up those huge chunks of roadway with a backhoe and carted off with them. I don't know what the hell they're going to use it for, but whatever. Who cares? As long as it's out of my field, right? But yeah, the Amish actually come in and helped out. So thank you, Amish folk. I appreciate your help. Now, me and the Amish have always had a good history. They would help me out with things. I would help them out with things. I've always had a good rapport with the Amish. Even though I'm not a Christian, I'm a pagan, but me and the Amish have always gotten along great. So kudos to the Amish. They've come to my rescue once again and have cleared out my field of all that debris. Come in with a big old backhoe and a bobcat and just hauled them big, huge chunks of road away. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with them. Maybe shore up a creek bed or something. Who knows? But Well, they had they had the hats. They had the funny hats. So I'm assuming they're Amish. Maybe they're Mennonites. I don't know. The Mennonites and the Amish kind of wear the same stuff, so maybe they're Mennonites and not Amish. But anyway, they're one of those types of groups of people, and they come in and decided they was going to take off with the roadway, chunks of roadway. So whatever. Hey, it's all gone. There we go. Holy shit, they did splat the shit out of us, didn't they? Goddamn YouTube troll motherfuckers.
And there you have it, folks. Now, the next video to come out from me will probably be the second part of the second Shanny hangout that Von was part of. But until then, goodbye.